For sure, rose gold necklace with my name on it. Pink toes when I look down. I say you're one of a kind, yeah, baby.
What is up, y'all? I'm back with another Your Dick. I missed y'all or whatever. I know it's been a while. I just got a new camera. And I know I told y'all I was going to be uploading like every month. And I lied again. But like, I'm serious this time. Like, period. So today I'm going to be doing a story time on the time I got robbed by my very own boyfriend. Okay, boyfriend. Now let me just give y'all a little background of this relationship. So basically, I was with this dude. We're gonna call him what is we gonna call him? We're gonna call him Michael. So I was with this boy named Michael, and basically, okay, I went through a lot in this relationship with this nothing ass nigga. But basically, I started talking to him or whatever. It wasn't nothing too serious, except this girl who I thought I was friends with, she tried to say like, oh, she was gonna take him from me or some shit like that. So that's when I really made him my nigga. You feel me? Because I wasn't even like that serious with him at first. The only reason I really like was like, okay, I'll be your girlfriend was because I just wanted to make a bitch mad. And it beat me in the ass, okay? Like, for real. So basically, I started talking to this nigga, whatever. And I used to always like, he was like a year younger than me, so I used to always like pull up on him, go see him. We used to chill, like whatever. So mind you, this boy was homeless, which I didn't care that he was homeless, but like that wouldn't have made me decide say like I wouldn't want to be with him no more. But I didn't know that he was homeless. So basically, we used to just chill in my car, whatever, like, or I would have like, say me and my best friend, we'll have like a party or something at our house. So he'll come over at those times. So basically, he was just telling me like, oh, his house was getting fixed and he was staying in hotels with his sister. He was telling me he was staying in hotels with his sister and his brother, and their house was getting fixed. It was just a whole bunch of extra shit. And I used to just believe whatever he said, because you feel me, like, why would he lie? Basically, as we end up getting further into the relationship, I was like, I felt bad for him, so it just made me want to do stuff for him, like, not out of pity. It was just because I felt like he was going through shit, and if I was in that situation, I would want somebody to help me, or I would hope somebody was there to help me or whatever. Now, mind you, like, me and this boy hadn't even been together that long. It was like 1-2 months in, and I'm sending him money, I'm getting him Ubers home, going to get him. Now mind you, I lived in Wheaton at the time. He worked in Maywood, and the hotel he was staying with his sister was all the way out south. So I'll have to drive from my house to drive 30 minutes to Maywood, to drive a whole nother hour and a half to take him to this hotel. And I would just do it just because he would be like saying how he didn't have no way back to his hotel or whatever. He just standing outside and he was scared for his safety, and because he was a fake gangbanging ass nigga, like all that. So you know me being the dumbass bitch I am, I was getting up, going to take this nigga here, going to take this nigga there, taking him to the hospital, giving him money for this, that, and the third. Like, I was really being a dumbass bitch. I wouldn't even lie to y'all. Like, and I honestly think it was just, I don't know what it was. It was his looks, or it was just the way he acted. Like, I don't know, it just made me stupid, because come to find out I was getting cheated on, like, dogged out the whole entire relationship. Like, you cheated on, like, this is the first nigga that's ever, like, cheated on me, like, for real. So basically, and this ain't even the climax of the story, y'all. Like, this nigga, like, literally, like, robbed me. So basically, her relationship, I'm with him. Sometimes I was in my car with him because he didn't have nowhere to go. Like, I had a bed to sleep in, and I would sleep in my car with him, so he would have somewhere to sleep. I remember I paid for hotels. I paid for a hotel for him to go to when he told me he got put out of his friend's house or whatever, or his cousin's house, whatever. Told me he got put out, he didn't have nowhere to go, he needed $40, he wished he had $40, because he would never like really just come out and ask me for something. Like, he'll just like dry beg. So he was like, yeah, I don't have nowhere to go. I'm staying outside in the cold. This hotel is $40. So, you know me being me, I just sent him $40 like any other time. Like, whatever. He knew that. So, he'll be staying with people like, and I remember he told me he stole his friend AirPods or whatever. And I remember the girl was calling him, saying she wanted him back. Her mom was calling him. I don't care. I'll kill y'all. Like, he would just go off, and he was stealing from these people. Then I remember he stole somebody's car and was crashing it. I witnessed him steal somebody, it was an iPad, a tablet or some shit like that. Like, he would just steal shit from people. But I never thought in my head, like, this is my boyfriend. I'm never thinking he would steal from me, like, from me. Now, mind you, I ended up finding out, like, he would steal a little shit, like, you know, weed and shit, but not say nothing. Like, he would just take little shit at first, which I wouldn't think it was him. I asked him, like, oh, did you take this? Not even saying that he stole it. Like, I'm just asking if you used it or if you took it. He'll be like, oh, no, I wouldn't do that to you and da-da-da-da, but I'll get you some more. So I would just be like, you know what, whatever. Like, why would he steal that? Or why would he steal anything from me? Like, this is my nigga. So, long story short, after I had gave him the money to spend the night at a hotel. Now, mind you, we was already going through stuff in our relationship just because he had anger issues and I'm like bipolar, so it was always stuff. Now, mind you, the girl from my last story time, Susie, who was my friend that stabbed me, mind you, when me and her got into it, she was like, oh, you taking care of that broke ass nigga, da 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 da, like, embarrassing as fuck. Like, everybody knew what the fuck was going on. Like, y'all, on my birthday, I went to go get this nigga on my birthday. I went to go get him. And he didn't even give me nothing for my birthday. Now, mind you, we was talking about my birthday for weeks, like planning my birthday and everything. Like, he didn't give me nothing for my birthday. And it's not that he didn't have no money because, y'all, he had a job. Like, so, and I don't lie, one time he did give me some money one time before because I gave him some money for Uber and then he gave it back. Whatever. Oh, yeah, it was my birthday. This nigga didn't even give me shit for my birthday. Then I had to go drive an hour and a half to go get him to come to my birthday party, like my birthday weekend celebration, whatever you want to call it. I had to go get him. Then we go to Walmart or whatever, like we get his food and shit because I was having a barbecue. And then, y'all, I never told nobody this, but I'm going to tell y'all. We in the car and he's showing me something on his phone and I see a bitch named Jessica texting him and the message say, you okay, baby? So I see the message, y'all, it's my birthday. Like, it's my birthday. I see the message. I'm like, what the fuck? So then I just started ignoring him because, mind you, my fake ass friend Susie, the one that stabbed me in the back seat, and I don't want to make a scene in front of my friend. Like, I don't like putting my friends, like, in between my relationship, or I don't like arguing, you feel me, in front of my friends. So I didn't say nothing. He kept trying to say, like, oh, what's wrong, what's wrong, what's wrong? So I'm just literally ignoring him, like, not paying him no attention at all. So he ended up, y'all, while I'm driving this nigga, I'm done with you, like, whatever. And now, mind you, I just drove an hour and a half to go get this nigga. It's my birthday. I'm already late to my own party. And I look at this nigga phone, he got a bitch texting him talking about, is you okay, baby? Like, what? So I'm just like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, I'm just literally sitting there looking stupid, feeling stupid as fuck. So then he's just like, oh, I would never do you like that. I don't know who this, I don't even talk to this girl. She just randomly texted me and da-da-da-da-da. And he was trying to show me the messages and everything. Like, in my dumbass, I'm just like, okay, whatever. Not that I really believed him for real, but like, I was just like, okay, whatever. So we go, it's my birthday, even though I'm low-key still kind of feeling some type of way. I'm like, it's my birthday. I'm not going to let this nigga ruin my birthday. So then he told me, no, after we left Walmart, he asked me, now mind you, I'm already late to my party. I dropped my friend off to go help my other friends set up or whatever. Mind you, we just came from Walmart. He's like, oh, I need you to take me back to Walmart so I can buy some shoes from this boy. Like, this boy was finna sell him some shoes. So he made me leave my party again to take him back to Walmart, which we just came from, to buy himself some shoes for my birthday. But he didn't give me shit, not a card, not a flower, not a cake, not a nothing. Didn't give me nothing. Now mind you, I didn't say nothing. He was just saying like, oh yeah, I ordered you something. I ordered you a Pandora bracelet, and he come like lying and shit because I never got shit from him, literally never. So even after this, we were still together. We was good or whatever. Like, I was still buying him buy him little shit, like giving him money, taking him to court. Like, I should have just let this nigga go to jail. I missed work to take him to court and every fucking thing, y'all. Like, he was so manipulative, and I was just dumb as hell. Then I ended up, my ex sent me screenshots basically of proof that this nigga was cheating on me, and I did not believe it because I'm stupid, y'all. I did not believe it. I'm still with him, like, whatever. And the way he would be pouring his heart out to me, telling me how much he loved me and he would never do this, that, and the third, and how I'm a blessing, and yada, 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 yada. Of course, I'm believing him, like, so, this is the part where me and my best friend ended up getting our own apartment together. We moved to the house that we're in now. So, we moved here. Now, me and him was already, like, kind of on bad terms, you feel me? So, he was saying that he got kicked out of his cousin's house or whatever, and he was telling me he was staying in like abandoned houses and trap houses and shit like that. So he was just being like, yeah, the rain is seeping through the floorboard, I'm soaking wet, all my clothes are wet, and he was saying it's possums and raccoons in here and da 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 da, like just saying all this terrible shit that he's going through because he know I just moved into my apartment. So he's just like, oh, I just want to come home to you. I'm just like, you know what, I'm just like, whatever, because I needed some assistance, if you know what I mean. And since that's like already my nigga, like we was already together, so I was just like, whatever, like I'll go get him for a couple of days. And I also felt bad because he's sleeping in abandoned houses. Like, I feel like nobody deserved to go through that, even though he did. So I went to go get him. He comes to my house. Now, mind you, I go get him, and his cousin gets in the car. And he was telling me to take his cousin like around the corner to his house or whatever. So he's like pull around to the alley, and we pull around to the alley, and he grabbed this big ass bag of like a laundry bag of clothes and put it in my trunk. And his cousin in the backseat laughing like, damn, oh, he moving in. And I'm just like, moving in, baby, you don't pay no bills. So I don't know if he told his cousin he was moving with me or what. Well, clearly he thought that's what he thought. So now mind y'all, I had just moved in here like not even a week before he came. So he came. We ended up getting into it because I was complaining about the way he was treating me. Like, I just felt like he wasn't treating me right, y'all. And then I went through his phone because at that point I just felt like I needed a reason to leave him. And I didn't go through his phone our whole relationship. He used to go through my phone and everything. I never cheated on him or nothing. He used to always go through my phone. I never went through his phone. So the one time I did accidentally see some shit on his phone, there was another bitch texting him. So I'm like, I'm not even finna hurt my feelings like that. Like, no. So he was here. He was getting on my nerves. Like, he would just leave his shit everywhere, or he would think he could come in my house at 4 o'clock in the morning after he was outside doing God knows what. Like, and I would tell him, like, I didn't like him gangbanging or doing drugs and shit like that. And he would still be going to do it and lying about it. So it was just like, he didn't want nothing, you know, for himself. Like, he wasn't trying to do nothing in life. Like, you feel me? Like, it was just like he was comfortable with being a bum. So I'm just like, I'm not finna keep dealing with this. Like, I'm not finna take care of you, nigga. So we just ended up like getting into it, and I went through his phone, and I was going through his messages on Facebook, and I seen a whole bunch of messages with bitches. So then I started going off, like I was hitting him all type of shit. And he was just like, oh, most of those messages not even mine. My little brother be logged in on my page, yada yada yada. Of course I didn't believe him at this point. I knew his ass was full of shit. Like, I'm just like, whatever, I didn't go fuck. I just know I was over it at that point. I'm like, I don't care. Like, I just want to be single. Like, I don't care. So then he was still telling me, like, so basically he was just trying to be on my good side. Like, he was kissing my ass. He was trying to be on my good side because he didn't want me to put him out, because he knew he didn't have nowhere to go. But it's like, nigga, if you knew you ain't have nowhere to go, like, why would you fuck up with me? And you know you need me. The fuck? So basically, we had ended up getting into it, and we was like ignoring each other like every day. I was telling him like, I don't want to be with you, and I just told him like, you could leave, because he didn't want to take out the garbage and shit. Like, he would just do weird stupid shit. Like, he'll talk shit to my friends that I introduced him to. Like, how you talking shit about anything to my friends? These are my friends, not your friends, boy. So then we was just ignoring each other, and I was making him sleep on the couch because, like, at that point, like, we was literally broken up, but he was still in my house. And he would be posting, y'all. He, like, is a completely different person online. Like, a lot of people do this shit, and it's so weird to me. He would be posting, like, oh, y'all still live with y'all parents, and y'all still broke. Now, mind you, he's homeless. You're in my house. How do you consider this yours? Like, how you talking down to the next person when you don't even have shit? Like, You're literally talking down on somebody else when you don't even have anything. Like, literally. That's just weird to me. So he was sleeping on the couch, and he would be texting me like sob stories like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm tired of being useless, I'm trying to find somewhere to go, I don't have nowhere to go. And I'm just like, okay, cool, like when you figure it out, just let me know, or I'll even drop you off, like it's cool, I just need you to leave. Basically, he would just leave and come back every night, and he was saying like, oh, I've been working a job so I can help out. And I'm just like, help out for what, nigga? Like, you're not supposed to be staying here. You need to get a job so you can go get you a ride somewhere or anything. Like, you need to be finding a job for you. You don't have to help me do nothing. Nothing. So this went on for like 3 or 4 days of him sleeping on the couch of saying that he was going to work. So one day, me and my bestie, we go out to get food or whatever, do what we do, you know. We go to the restaurant, and she's like, oh, I'm gonna Zelle you my money, because I was paying for our food, and she left her card at home. So she was like, oh, I'm gonna just Zelle you my money, whatever. So she gets on her phone, goes to try to Zelle me the money, and she's like, why is my account negative, something. So I'm like, what do you mean? So she showed me, and it's just saying all these transactions popping up, and I'm just like, damn, somebody got your ass. Like, not even thinking, like, I'm just like, damn, somebody got down on your ass, like, literally. So I look a little bit closer, and I'm just looking at the location, because you know, like when you look at your bank statement online, it tell you the location of where you use your card at and shit, and the stores that you used it at. So I'm like, hold on, these streets and shit sounding a little familiar. Okay, it's sounding a little bit too familiar. So I'm like, I just know you fucking lying. So I'm like, go to this house right the fuck now. Go to this house right now. Like, I'm not playing. So we go in there to see if her card is still in there. Before I accused anybody of anything, I'm just like, just go to the house, see if your card is in there. We pull up to the house. Obviously, we get her. Obviously, her card is not in her purse. It's only one other motherfucker that's been in this house besides me and her. Me and her don't have it, so clearly somebody else has. Now, mind you, at first, I was trying to play it cool and not even say nothing to him. Like, I was just trying to not even, like, I didn't want him to know, because I didn't know how I wanted to handle the situation. Like, I wanted to do some petty ass shit. I just didn't know yet. I didn't want to go off right away. Because really, we was thinking about setting him up and some other shit, like, for real. Basically, I ended up posting something on my story, like a subliminal post. And it's like, what the fuck did I say? I said some shit about, like, basically how people be shady as hell. And you feeding them, like, you feel me? So, now, mind you, me and this nigga been ignoring each other every day. He slides up on my story. He's like, oh, what happened? Like, now, all of a sudden, you want to know what happened or what's going on. Like, we be in the same house, don't say a word to each other. Don't say a word to each other throughout the day when we leave, whatever. Like, have not said a word to each other at all. So, I'm just like, so that's what made me go off and give myself away. Because, bitch, you want to ask me what happened. Like, you know what the fuck happened. The fuck? So then he was still playing stupid. Like, he didn't know what he did. And I'm just like, nigga, you're not fooling nobody. He's like, oh, I'm at work. I'm all the way in so-and-so. I've literally been here all day. You can call my manager. Y'all, he sends me the number to his manager. Tell me why it's the number, his cousin's number, who was just in my back seat the other day. So I'm just like, bro, do you not know I already have this nigga's number? Like, you sending me this number talking about this your manager? I already know whose number this is. Like, he's literally stupid. So I'm like, cool. He said he's there. He's swearing up and down, putting it on his dead brother, everybody in between, like, putting it on everybody. So I told y'all on the bank statement, it said exactly where he used it at, what gas station. So I know I be taking him to and from wherever the fuck he needs to go. So obviously I know where he be at. So I'm like, okay, we finna drive over here and ask them if he was here earlier using this card. So this nigga went to Foot Locker, gas station, ordering shit, all type of shit. He's doing all type of shit, y'all. So me and my bestie go to the gas station or whatever. We go up in there. This is right where I be dropping him off at. Like, literally, I've been to this gas station with him and everything. So I go in there. I asked him. I show him a picture of him. I'm like, so, has Michael been here today? They was like, yeah, he was just here earlier. I'm like, oh, really? So I recorded them saying, like, yeah, he was just here. And I sent it to him. I'm like, boy, your ass is calling. And then he's still after the people, the gas station clerk already told me that he was there earlier. Me knowing he don't have no money, gas station clerk is telling me he was there earlier. He was still trying to convince me that he was at work all day. He's like, oh, I've been going in there since I was little. They know me. Da 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 da. They wouldn't remember if I was there. I'm like, if he didn't remember, he would have said he didn't remember. He literally said, yes, you were there earlier. Like, he know what the fuck he's talking about. I was just like, cool, don't bring your ass back. That, like, I'm just telling him. He like, oh, I don't have nowhere to go. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Don't bring your ass back to my house, period. Like, so now, mind you, when people guilty, they act guilty, like, literally. So, the way he was acting, I knew he was guilty, like, you feel me? So, I'm just like, this, and I was literally trying not to. I'm just like, I cannot believe this. Like, I just can't believe that this nigga would steal out of my house, like, a credit card, though. So, I'm just, like, trying to wrap my head around it. Like, I was low-key more hurt about that than I was about anything, like, anything. I'm just like, after all the shit I did for you, bro, like, you're gonna steal from me? Like, I literally feed you, literally give you money, literally make sure you straight, take you to the hospital, take you to court, like I'm your fucking mother. Like, literally, I'm literally taking care of you, letting you stay in my house. We're not even together. I'm letting you stay in my home just so you could be straight. And you're gonna steal from me. You're gonna steal from me. Don't make sense to me. Then, after he knew that I knew, he just didn't give a fuck no more. He was just like, oh, I just need my clothes and da 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 da. And I'm just like, you better come get it or it's gonna be sitting outside. And he was just threatening me and shit like, oh, I'm gonna shoot up your house and da 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 da. So I'm just like, whatever. And I was just like, I'm just ready to wash my hands with this shit. Like, I'm so done with this. I don't need no bad karma or nothing coming back on me. Like, just come get your shit so you can go. So the day he ended up coming to get he came to get his stuff. And me and my friends took it outside because he thought he was gonna come in, and I was just like, nah, I'll bring it to the door. So we go outside to bring him his stuff, and he's just standing there smiling and shit with a stupid ass smirk on his face. So then my friend, she was asking him, she was like, so I hope it was worth it. He was like, I don't know what you're talking about. She was just like, I hope it was worth it. So he just was like sitting there with his dumb ass smirk on his face, like he didn't really give a fuck. You feel me? So after that, one of our male friends, we had told them what happened, so they was trying to fight him and shit. And it was like texting him, and he was like texting me, like, oh, stop having people text me, bitch this and bitch that. He was saying shit like, oh, fuck your dead father, and whoever you sent after me gonna be dead just like your daddy, and da 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 da. Like, you know, he was just being disrespectful as fuck, saying like, going for low blows. And it's like, nigga, like, after all the shit I did for you, and even after, like, you stole from me, cheated on me, lied to me, disrespected me, all that, like, I never, ever, ever went that low. You feel me? So, it was just crazy to me, like, people just show their true colors when they don't get what they want. And basically, he ended up telling, when our friend went to go say, like, oh, you stole a card out of this house, he was like, oh, no, they gave it to me. Gave it to you? We gave it to him, is what he said. But then he was still telling me, like, he never took the card. Y'all. And then after this whole situation was over with, done, never talked to him again, he ended up Snapchatting me like, oh, can you come sit on my face? Or can I, some shit like that. Like, what? Nigga, after all this, you really think, like, nigga, you're dead to me. Like, you're dead to me. You're dead to me. Yeah, that's basically the story time about how my ex robbed me. Stupid bitch. And I found out like 2 weeks later. I was looking on his Facebook from the girl. I told y'all somebody sent me screenshots of him supposedly cheating on me with somebody, and he swore to me up and down he had no clue who this girl was and everything. And I seen videos of them together, like he was posting videos of them together in her comments and everything. Like, he told me he had no clue who this was. Like, he was saying it was a fake page. He didn't know who that was, never talked to her, nothing. Now, mind you, he was literally physically with this girl our whole relationship. And I ended up finding this out after all that was over. So I really didn't care at the time, but it was just like, I was really getting did in the whole relationship, and it didn't even last that long. But I guess it happens to the best of us. So yeah, I hope y'all like this little story time or whatever. I'm really trying to be more intimate with y'all. I really want y'all to take a peek into my life. Like, I want y'all to see what the fuck or know what the fuck be going on for real. Because I promise a lot of crazy shit be happening to me. Like, I promise it be the most bizarre shit, y'all. Like, I just be like, gee, I wish there was a hidden camera like in my forehead. Like, seriously. But I wanted to do a Shein haul. I don't feel like it. I won't even lie to y'all because I got so much stuff from Shein. So I feel like I might as well do a haul, you know, show y'all the summer clothes I got. But I appreciate y'all for listening. If you listen to the whole video, I appreciate you. And I'ma fuck with y'all. See y'all next time. You already know what it is.
Anywhere I go, you can go, baby. For sure, rose gold necklace with my name on it. Pink toes when I look down. I say you're one of a kind, yeah.